Okay, so these are screenshots for the Quizlet app. I happen to have an iPhone, but it doesn't matter what type of phone that you have because they have a free app for both iPhones and for Androids. Now, the picture on the left, that is the screen that comes up when I open my app. Now, if it's the first time that you get on, it's not going to be the screen that you see because you're going to have to log in first. But once you log in, unless your phone does some updates or something, you shouldn't have to continue to log in. Every time you click on the app, once you've logged in, it should just come right back up to your account. Now, here's one of the good things about already having your account or your decks copied to your account, and that's so that they show up right here in your account when you first pull it up. So they're really easy to find. Okay. Now the one on the right, I have already gone into, all you do is touch the little one that you want to go into, in this case electricity fundamentals, and then this is what pops up. And it gives you a lot of those same functions that you saw on the computer version. There's the learn and the cards, the flashcards, and there's the match and the test. So the ones that we commonly use, they're all there, and you can look through your individual cards down below. Okay, so when we click here and we come to the next one, now I know this one looks kind of busy. It's actually got 3 different screens on it. So this is the Learn feature in the Quizlet one. In the app version, I'm sorry. So when you're looking at it, this is what it looks like. This is the multiple choice question on the Learn, and it's very similar. You get the same kind of options, and this is that little option button. You see that? If you're on the computer version, it has that symbol, this symbol right here, along with the word options, and all they've done is take out the options on the app version. Okay, so if you are looking for the options, all you would have to do is click there, and then that's what that middle section is. The middle section is the options under Learn, and you'll notice the same types of options: term, definition, they have the flashcards, the multiple choice, the written, and I thought one cool thing in Learn that I really liked, because a lot of students use the app version of Quizlet, they have this set due date. You can see that down here at the bottom, set due date, and that is right here. That's what this last screen is. You can actually type in the due date for when you want to have this learned, and it will keep track for you on how you're doing for your goal. And then, of course, if you didn't want to, you just click this Not Now down here. Okay, now, this is in the actual Learn portion again. So very similar to the one on the computer. When you get it wrong, it says, oh, you got it wrong, sad face, study this one. And it tells you what the correct answer is. It tells you what you said. And then it tells you the number that you said. It says, oh, well, it actually goes with this color. And it gives you an option to continue. Now, if you get it right, like this one over here, it has this little smiley happy face, and yes, you got it right. That was indeed the answer. Okay, and then here's kind of the end. So when you get to the end of Learn, it gives you a little update. This is how you're doing, the round progress, and then it lets you continue from there. So it kind of gives you an idea. Oh, you're improving by 6%. Yay! Your overall progress, and then it gives you those numbers just like in the computer on the learned, you know, the studying, the mastered, the total number. So very similar features. They just look a little bit different in the app. Okay, this is the flashcard. So this is what the flashcards look like. All you do is touch the card, and it will flip to the other side, and then you swipe up or down to go to the next card. Now, one good thing I really like in the flashcard version is if you have your audio on, so this is actually the options, and again, you would press this option button to get to it, but these are the options for your flashcards. So if you have the audio on, where it is on right here. So if you have it on, you can put your headphones in, hit this little play button right up here, and it will play through the front and the back of every card in the deck. That can be really useful. You can use that when you're getting ready for bed, when you're getting ready in the morning, when you're, laying in bed trying to fall asleep. Maybe you've gone to the gym for an hour or so and you're on the bike and you wanted to get in some study time. So there's some really creative ways to use the Quizlet app to fill in some study. Other than that, it works pretty much the same as the computer version. You'll notice that the options are very similar. Okay, this is Match in the app version, and you'll notice it's much more, how shall I say this, ordered. So it's got these little blocks, and all these little blocks come on your screen. In fact, this is an exact screenshot of the game. And so you would do the same thing. You would click on one and then click on another one, and if they're right, they would turn green and they would go away. And if they were wrong, they would kind of shake a little bit and turn red, and they would stay there. And then again, it counts down your time. There's that 3-second mark when I took this picture, and it gives you an idea of what you got right, what you got wrong. Oh, and here's the options. So this is the one that wouldn't come up on the computer, but this is what it looks like. Like I said, there aren't very many options for the match, but it does let you choose either term or definition or both. And that would again be right here on this little options icon. All right, and here we go. We're on test. Now the fun thing about test that is different than the computer version, there's not much that is different, but the one thing that is really different, well, there are two things. So one, you will notice there's no matching option on the app version. And the other thing is this instant feedback, and I'm going to show you what that is, but that option is not on the computer either. Okay, everything else is pretty much the same. So at the time, so this is your options, and the options icon exactly the same on the test as it is on everything else. And actually on the app one, it brings up the options first. Like it won't let you start the test until you choose what you want to do. And then here is, so if you wanted to change the question count, you would just click on this number here, and then it brings up this little dial, and you just dial in whatever number you want and click done. Okay, here is the actual test. Now on this one, I'm showing you the instant feedback. So here we go. The question is proton, and I've selected positive atomic charge. And then I click down here where it says check. And then I get this correct right here that comes up. So it comes up with it turns green, gives me a little correct, and then I can click next. Now when I come to the next one, I said, all right, well, resistor color code brown. And I did my check down at the bottom, and it said incorrect, just like this. And it has the one that was incorrect in red or orange, whatever, and the one that was right, that would have been right if you'd chosen it, in green. Okay, now no matter which version you use, whether it's the instant feedback or it's the wait until the end of the test to get your score, and that is the difference, by the way. So if you don't have that instant feedback checked on the options, then it is going to not tell you right after the question. It's just going to say, it's just going to have a next, next, next. So you'll answer next, go to the next question, answer next, go to the next question. So when you get to the end, it will actually give you your score. You'll know how many you got right, how many you got wrong, and which ones. With the instant feedback, it tells you right away. But either way you do it, you get to this test results at the end. It tells you how you did overall, how many you missed out of how many questions. It asks you if you want to retake. And then it's going to have these cards, actually, that say, yes, you got, typically they front load the ones you got wrong. So if you got something wrong, it's going to be at the beginning, and it'll show you the wrong, what you said and what the right answer was. And then it will also show you the right ones, but they put them after it so that you see those wrong ones first, because if you got them right, you probably don't have to spend a lot of time. And here's what they look like. So here's that front-loaded wrong one, and that was the correct answer. That was the answer I put. And so that one, of course, was incorrect. And then if I scroll, and you would be scrolling to the left and right, if I scroll, I see the one of the ones I got right, which was this ohms measurement for resistance, because I got it right. And that is pretty much it for the app. Again, I just wanted to roll over some of this. I know we go through some of this in class, but just feel like it's kind of a lot to bombard everyone with, and it's nice to be able to reference something later on when you really need it and you want to go back and you're like, how do I do that? So hopefully this is helpful. I'm going to cut it off now because it has gotten excessively long. And that's it.